The snake plant is an amazing houseplant. Its leaves are the primary attraction of these plants, and they do the work of cleaning your air. Understanding snake plants. There are a very large number of different species of snake plants that look sort of similar. Snake plants are in the asparagus family, and the genus Dracaena comprises over 120 species with a range mainly in Africa, Australia, Asia, and a bit of South America. How do snake plants grow? These plants grow underground via rhizomes and send shoots of leaves to the surface. The rhizomes are really strong and can punch under rocks, through cracks and holes in walls. The plants themselves use CAM photosynthesis. Under water stress, they dump their photosynthetic energy into the storage molecule, crassulacean acid. Non-CAM plants have to have their pores open to let air and carbon dioxide into the leaves so that they can convert the carbon dioxide into sugar and oxygen. CAM plants are, however, crafty. Instead, they close their stomatal pores by day, capture solar energy and store this energy in crassulacean acid. At night, when it is cooler, they open their stomata to let carbon dioxide-rich air in. They then release the energy from the crassulacean acid molecule to drive their metabolism, making sugars. This has the additional advantage of cooling the plant down, which causes condensation and allows the plant to capture moisture at night. The plants tend to grow in well-drained soil. They enjoy organic matter in the soil, and they need warm days with a bit of sunlight and nights that are cool. Tips to avoid snake plant issues. Warmer day temperatures with enough light and cooler nights. These plants need 10 to 12 hours of sunlight, so if you do not have this, they will need supplemental light. They don't need bright intense light, just enough hours of light. Small units such as these will work. Rules with plants to stop them from getting sick. Leaf Brix. Brix is a measure of the percentage of dissolved solids in solution. So if some plant sap has a Brix of 12, it means it has 12% sugars and salts in the sap. Plants that are able to maintain a high level of sugars and salts in their leaves have the energy to do the things they need to do in order to survive. For many plants, maintaining high Brix is about having enough light during the day to ensure plant health. You also need to ensure that there are sufficient nutrients in the soil to enable the plants to absorb enough salts with their surplus sugar to get their leaf Brix high. Snails and slugs. If your plants are sick and unhealthy, snails and slugs can probably rasp away and eat the semi-rotten dead bits in the leaves, thus appearing to make holes. Healthy Dracaena plants do not get eaten by slugs and snails. Hence, if you are having an issue with snails or slugs making holes, your plants need help. Burning of the leaves. If these plants get too hot during the day, sections of the leaves can actually cook and die in the sun. They don't like lots of direct sunlight, and if it is getting really hot, remember, they cannot cool themselves with their stomata. When the leaves burn, they go a weird yellow soggy color, and then sections can slowly rot and fall out. Water. A snake plant with holes in its leaves is often a symptom of an overwatered plant. Rather confusingly, a snake plant with holes in its leaves can also be a symptom of a plant that does not have enough water. Water them gently until the soil is just damp. Allow the soil to dry, and then water them again. A snake plant that has well-drained soil, enough hours of dappled indirect sunlight, a cooler night temperature, and occasional watering will thrive. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.